While finding celebrity impersonators on social media may have become a fad in and out of itself, not only regular people may look like famous ones. Some well-known stars resemble one another strikingly, even when they're unrelated. There were various situations ranging from pleasant to awkward that came up because of the similarity between celebs. Therefore, I got a list for the top 10 actors that people often mix up. When it comes to the uncertainty surrounding him and Elijah Wood, Daniel Radcliffe completely understands. The Harry Potter star acknowledges and lets it slip most of the time since he doesn't want to disappoint anyone. Daniel discussed this during an appearance on The Drew Barrymore Show. That occurred a few times. Simply put, you don't want to ruin anyone's day, he revealed. Daniel claimed that the first time it happened was at an event in Japan. I believe I signed my name as Elijah Wood, or perhaps I wrote, "I'm not Elijah Wood, I'm Daniel Radcliffe," he said. It is weird that people confuse Jodie Foster for Helen Hunt, says Jodie Foster. The two-time Oscar winner noted that Helen is far taller than she is, expressing her amusement at being often deceived. "I've been confused for Helen Hunt so many times, and she for me," she told Daily Mail Australia. "We discuss it every time we see one another. She is at least 5 inches taller than I am, and the only thing we have in common is that our hair is parted on the same side." The humorous mix-up wasn't discovered until a Starbucks barista scrawled Jodie on Helen's cup. These independent cuties have that cool pixie cut, a timid pout, and a fair, rose-colored complexion. Furthermore, we deduce that Michelle Williams and Carey Mulligan likely frequent some of the same second-hand shops to find these unique dresses that nobody else has worn. We hope they don't clash too much in terms of fashion. Experienced actress Carey Mulligan has appeared in critically praised films such as Drive, Shame, and The Great Gatsby. She is referred to as the British Michelle Williams even though she is renowned for her abilities on the big screen. It seems as though the two share closets in addition to their eerie similarity. It's incredible how similar two actors with such different backgrounds appear to be. Javier Bardem made a name for himself in Hollywood, receiving an Oscar for his gruesome portrayal of the psychotic killer Anton Chigurh. Shortly after that, Jeffrey Dean Morgan was cast in Grey's Anatomy. Morgan probably landed his Grey's Anatomy position because Shonda Rhimes, the show's creator, mistakenly believed she was casting Javier Bardem. With that olive skin and gorgeous scruff, Morgan is virtually everything the star of The Counselor is. All that's missing is the Spanish accent, but that can be faked, right? During a Conan O'Brien interview, Swank, an Oscar-winning actress, discussed her resemblance to Garner, and when it goes wrong. Swank told the host, "People get mad at me because they believe I'm simply trying not to sign a signature or take a picture. They genuinely said, 'Don't be a bitch,'" Swank continued. Yet, she would occasionally play along rather than chastise Garner's admirers, who strangely also can't recognize their idol. "And since I didn't want to ruin her reputation, I posed with them in case one day someone would comment, 'That's not Jennifer Garner.'" Thank you for watching Killer Queen TV this far. I hope you have enjoyed what you have seen so far. Please don't forget to like, share and most importantly subscribe to be notified of my future videos. Now, on to the rest of this video. Because of how much the two resemble one another, Dallas Howard claims that Ron Howard once confused Chastain for her at an Apple store. Fortunately, they don't take this personally. Thus, Chastain admitted on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon in 2015 that she occasionally just goes with it. Interestingly, in The Help, the two actually acted together. Chastain claims that when they were finally in the same room for the table read, they grabbed each other's hands and proceeded to a mirror. Then, they acknowledged that they resembled one another perfectly. Actors Logan Marshall Green and Tom Hardy are one set of celebrities who resemble each other almost exactly. The two, born around 14 months apart, are so remarkably identical that it's like looking at two people at once. With the same nose, pillowy pout, and hipster-like face, Marshall Green and Tom Hardy have long shared a lot of characteristics, but the confusion increased in the summer of 2018 when viewers couldn't distinguish between the two as they starred in blockbuster movies. While Marshall Green was in Upgrade, Hardy played an investigative journalist in Venom who gains superpowers from a rogue symbiote. We can't help but notice similarities between these two performers, and it's not just their stunning red hair. The actors from Arrival and The Bachelorette are frequently confused for one another despite having different eye colors. In a 2009 Allure cover story, Fisher made fun of the pair's uncanny similarity, saying that if her movie Shopaholic is successful, Isla Fisher was in the movie, and if it fails, Amy Adams was in the movie. Fisher also deceived her family and friends in 2016 by including a picture of Adams in her holiday letter. Knightley and Portman look so strikingly similar, in fact, that Knightley actually played Portman's double, Sabé, in Star Wars, Episode I, The Phantom Menace. Furthermore, Portman's mother once mixed up Keira Knightley for her own daughter. In an interview on The Late Late Show with James Corden, Knightley acknowledged the similarities before explaining that alongside being mistaken for being Portman, she has also been mixed up with Kate Winslet, Rachel Weisz, and even Britney Spears. Even last year, Perry acknowledged that at the beginning of her career, she had benefited from her resemblance to the New Girl actress. The two spoke on Perry's Instagram Live, and Perry admitted impersonating Deschanel. "I was pretty much a nothing when I moved to Los Angeles, and you were just getting so big at the time. It was like Zooey Deschanel owned the world. People, right from the start, complimented me on how much I resemble you. As a result, occasionally, I would pretend to be you to enter the clubs," said the singer.